Hello, I am working on the guided practice problems, the handful of problems that are just before the homework, sorry I got the hiccups, that are just before the homework problems. In the textbook, this is on page 300. When you open the PDF, at the bottom of the picture it'll say page 300 because it's from the actual textbook. But if you look up at the menu bar for the PDF, and it says what page, so go on PDF, it's actually page 9. Okay, so and if you have any questions about that, please let me know. I know that's a little bit confusing. So for these problems, we're going to look at the graph. We're going to figure out if it represents a linear function. And what is it? It has to be a straight line. And I put straight in quotation marks because for the geometry that we're using, which the lines we're using, the picture of the lines, this is where geometry and algebra come together. But where the geometry we're using, we're going to assume that all of our lines are straight, but not vertical lines. And vertical lines go like that. Okay? So if you see a vertical line, it's not a linear function. Let's look at problem number 2. So looks like a line, looks straight. I could grab my ruler and it would match up. Here's a ruler. This is a machinist ruler. Okay, so looks pretty straight. But I said it's not a linear function if it's vertical. I'm about to write no, and then I stop myself because that's not vertical. This is okay. This is a linear function. It's horizontal, not vertical, which is okay. So remember, vertical goes up and down, horizontal goes left and right, horizontal is okay. So that is a linear function. For number 3, again, it looks pretty straight. It's not vertical, so I'm going to say yes. Again, it's a straight line and it's not vertical. And honestly, there's nothing hard about that. For problem number 4, one more time, it looks straight. It's not vertical, so yes. I know it's really up and down. So think of it this way, and this is something we'll talk about later in chapter 5 in just a couple weeks. But think about like if I was like trying to walk up these hills. So if I was walking on this one, it'd be easy. It's just flat. Okay, this is the type of biking that, like, you know, people like to do when it's flat. There's no hills. This one right here, it's pretty steep, but it's not perfectly vertical. This one, if I was going up this way, again, that's very steep. I probably wouldn't be able to walk up that or even ride my bike up it. But it's not vertical. Only if I have a vertical line. I'm going to go back and show you the one from the previous video. This one right here is actually vertical. So it goes straight up and straight down. Okay? This is the one that's not a function. All the other ones that have lines, those are going to be functions. And if it's a curve, it's also not a linear function, even if it could be a function. So there's nothing hard about that. Ask questions in the discussion. That's it.